Hey guys, how's it going? Michael Troy here. Today we're looking at Murder City Devil #4, the latest offering from Evan Quiring and Psyclone Comics. Check out this great cover of City Devil facing off against the new amazing villain, so cool looking Catwoman, Agent Orange inspired Mad Gasser. Anyway, that's what we're looking at today. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button and let's get right into it. Great title. I'm gonna call him City Devil for YouTube purposes because they don't like the M word, and I don't want to get thrown off the algorithm or ruin Evan's review. I was surprised. This came in the mail. My partner is also friends with Evan. Evan is one of my artists from the Big Bang book, and he's done quite a few of his own comics, Lucha Libra and City Devil here. This is issue 4, just fulfilled on Kickstarter. My partner, unbeknownst to me, pledged to his Kickstarter. So, of course, my partner doesn't really read comic books, so I'm here to review it for all of us. Evan Quiring, story, art, and letters. A one-man show virtually, doing it well. Aided and abetted by the amazing colors of Diego Vasquez. I love Diego Vasquez's colors, and I think this is a match made in heaven. If you're lucky enough to, pair up with a good person creatively and stick together, I think that's such a smart way to go. Mystery of the Murderous Mad Gasser. I love the photo page here. That is fun. Evan has sort of like this, I feel like it's like could be a 90s influence. I see some Todd McFarlane in it, but it's a lot of like clear, consistent, solid superhero storytelling. Like you can see a lot of the superhero influence in his art. And some really crazy, I mean, it kind of reminds me, I guess, like maybe Marvel kind of humor in a way because it's kind of out there, and there's this mixed race couple, and of course they get confronted. Where are they? In the streets of downtown River City, and they get confronted by these white supremacists. You just can't go out on a Saturday night, right? And then of course they're taunting him, they're taunting her. He tells her to go, and she says, no way. Oh, and we have City Devil having coffee in the background, just watching them get harassed. And then getting pissed off about it, thinking that, the guy can probably handle himself. And then I guess all his angst or whatever somehow magically makes the rednecks shit their pants. And so they run off because they have diarrhea. And I have to say, I've never seen that in a comic book before. So props to you for originality on that one, Ev. Let's see. Oh, and interesting because it says FU on his shirt. There's a lot of cussing in here. And, but it's like censored cussing with like the little asterisks. So I feel like people should either cuss or not cuss. Like you should commit to it, right? Anyway, funny, hilarious. The pace just keeps going. It feels kind of like a movie in a way. Like we just open with this sort of like, mundane sequence to sort of, or when I say mundane, I mean just like including like everyday people. But then we sort of get the introduction of the City Devil in the background. And then we get like this car chase here. And I love a good cityscape. And Evan is like never afraid to draw like the difficult stuff, so I think that he has fun with it. Like cars are notorious hard to draw, and my goodness, a car chase is like really hard to make look interesting in a comic book, and I think Evan pulls it off very well here. I love the devil like popping out of the hood of the car. I feel like this devil character is kind of like a mix between Batman and Daredevil, if I had to guess. And once again, I have to say, I see a lot of the McFarlane influence with sort of like the almost rapidograph, like fine line in the inking, and the eyes, almost like a slight cartooniness to it. And I love Diego Vasquez leaning into it with like the McFarlane looking moon over here and the long vertical panels as well. Speak to me of like Image Comics or whatever. It's like I feel like as creators, we all sort of make the comic books that we love, that influenced us, This looks reminded. Jim Belant has been on my mind lately. I don't know. He's been in the ether for some reason, and this immediately took me to his Catwoman, and I was wondering if that was kind of an influence. But it almost looks like if Jim Belant had drawn the Darwin Cook Catwoman and she was mixed with Agent Orange from Batman and the Outsiders. Wow, that was like a long way to a punchline. I am so sorry. But then she has this, I don't know, is that her name's Scarlet Fog. But I'm wondering if she's Asian because I think that's Japanese on her chest emblem, and I'm not so sure. Although her costume is giving me like Nazi for some reason. But I have to say, like, very fun costume designs. I love this character. There are a lot of like, it kind of like also gave me like the Crow vibes or whatever. One thing it was kind of throwing off my ADD is that it is very verbose. Like, it's unbelievable to me how he fits so many words on the page, yet you can see so much of the art at the same time. So I guess that is a good balance. And then this monkey just pops out of nowhere. And but I have to say, like, speaking to the clear, concise elements of Evan's storytelling, like to pull off like this little gadgetry of her weaponry and make it like look clear and concise. It takes a skill level. And you know, he does interesting angles with perspective and things like that. Like if I were doing like my Marvel like portfolio review, like ticking all the boxes of what you need to be a good, consistent, clear, solid storyteller. And I think Evan pulls it off. Lots of fun characters running through here. And I have to say, like, it does speak to the, you know, the 12-year-old boy in everyone when you get gorillas and alligators. I mean, will there be a dinosaur? Did we have a shark? I love sharks. This was giving me Max Headroom vibes. And also, like, McFarlane, Spawn, like, when he was using the TVs. And that was also, like, if we learned anything from Todd McFarlane's Spawn, is that was super, super overwritten. So I would suggest editing this down a little bit. Because you got a lot of fun concepts and great characters, and the action just keeps moving along, but this sort of stops you dead in your tracks right there. But I love these characters, and I'm very excited to see where they go. And also excited to see if you continue on with your Lucha Libre mystery as Evan's other comic book, if you want to check that out. I will put a link with how to reach Evan through socials in the description of the video. And like I said, if you love like fun 90s indie comics, or especially Spawn or like Todd McFarlane, you would definitely love Murder City Devil, and it's totally worth checking out. Another fun comic from Evan Quiring. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, and I will bring you more soon.